Hey guys, I'm back. It's me, and it's Monday's edition of Nik at Night. Well, I was exhausted last week, so I only did one video, but I'm back, refreshed, feeling better this week. And I want to get started because I don't want to stay too long. I did want to touch on a few things though, and I'm going to start with, of course, The Last Dance. So last night we were able to see the final 2 episodes of this wonderful documentary on Michael Jordan and the last championship that he won with the Chicago Bulls. It was an absolutely amazing document. It took me down memory lane because I remember each one of those championships he won. When he won them, I was watching during the time they were actually being played. So this was a wonderful trip down memory lane for me. And for anybody who's questioning his airness, his greatness, his status as the best player that the NBA has ever seen, you can just miss me with all of that, okay? Because he's the GOAT. He is the greatest basketball player that has ever walked the planet. And that doesn't mean that there's nobody else that's really good and exceptionally fabulous. Doesn't mean any of that. It just means that he is at the top by himself. I don't want to say no competition, but no competition as to who the GOAT is. Miss me with everything else. Okay? Also, I did want to talk about the pending seasons for professional sports. It seems like it's taking a toll more so on the NFL than it is with the NBA, because these NFL players over this last weekend, I think I've read about 4 different instances where 4 different football players, National Football League players have been arrested. Apparently, they're allegedly robbing folks, allegedly getting DUIs or DWIs, and I'm not sure what the other arrest was for. But fellas, I mean, I think you're going to be playing football at some time here soon. Like, your season is coming up. Like, right now will be the time for you guys to be getting in shape, getting ready, so when you get the green light, you can, not time for you to be out here robbing, stealing, drinking, and acting a dadgum fool. Y'all, get it together. Please. Like, I don't want to read about the football players cutting up in them streets like that. Like, what y'all doing? Get it together. Anyway, moving along, I also wanted to talk about my Sunday activity, which was going to a CBD store. So I was doing some research because, as you guys know, I have a dog that's a little sickly. He has congestive heart failure, and so I was just looking at some different treatments that he may be able to do holistically, and I came across CBD oil. So go to the CBD oil store, see it for pets, get to talking to the owner of the store. He's explaining to me, what it does, and he's asking me if I need it to help calm my dog or just for health purposes. And Sam doesn't really need calming. Well, he kind of does, but he doesn't. At this old age, I wouldn't want that for him, but he needs it because of his congestive heart failure, So I get the oil for my dog, and so while I'm in there, I get to asking questions because I actually have 3 herniated discs in my back. So I was in a bad car, well, not bad, but I was in a car accident 2 years ago, and I ended up having 3 herniated discs from that car accident. So I was talking to the gentleman, and he actually has 4 herniated discs. So, we get to talking and, comparing and whatnot. And so he tells me, and of course he's a salesman, so he's trying to sell me his product. I'm not crazy, but I am interested. So he tells me that he takes something orally, and he also does a roll-on, like Bengay kind of whatever, that's infused with CBD oil. And he says he does not take shots anymore, because that's what I was doing. I'm like 2 years removed from taking a cortisone shot, and I was getting them once every 6 months. I haven't gotten one in like almost 2 years, and my back has actually been killing me. So, you know, I wanted to try. You know, I have nothing to lose. So I went ahead and I bought the roll-on. I didn't want to do the oral thing. So I bought the roll-on, and I bought Sam his oil. So I come home, put the roll-on on my back, and pleasantly, surprisingly, I was able to drift off into sleep like I haven't been able to do in a really long time. Normally I have to make adjustments. I have to put a pillow under my leg. You know, I have to really get myself comfortable to go to sleep. Well, with the oil, I just drifted into sleep, you know, when I rubbed it on my back. So I woke up this morning and I put it here on my shoulders, which is always a tense spot on my body when I'm at work. You know, I'm typing or whatever, and I always get tense here. So I rubbed it here, I rolled it on here, and I tried to roll it on my back where I have the most pain from the herniated discs. And so I was able to get it there. You know, I'm a little flexible, so I was able to get it back there. And I must say that I am a believer. Today at work, it was a stressful day, as it has been all month long. In the previous month, you know, it's been hectic at my job. So the stress of my job did not get any easier today, but the feel of my body wasn't nearly as tense as it has been over the past weeks. So I'm a believer in the CBD oil, guys. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it's different strokes for different folks, but it works for me. I am a sold believer. Yeah, try it. I mean, you have nothing to lose. I'll say that much. You know, you have nothing to lose. And I have migraines. So I was taken down this weekend by my migraines. I was in bed all weekend pretty much. And so I'm curious. You know, they have gummies and all kind of stuff. I wonder if that would help me with my migraines. I don't know. I'm curious though. Anyway, also moving along, I did want to address, because I had not talked about it yet, but I of course was in attendance for the Ludacris versus Nelly battle, which was awesome, by the way. It took me all the way back, and I have to admit I was kind of rooting for Nelly because of his country grammar. You know, I'm from Dallas, Texas, and so we're closer in grammar, country grammar, to the Midwest than I am to the Atlanta country. So, you know, when Nelly first came on the scene, talking about country grammar and right here, and, you know, my her and my earl, and find me over there, you know, I could really relate to that, because that's a Dallas accent. That's how we say it in Dallas, you know. So I was rooting for Nelly, but he got beat up by Ludacris. And he got beat up mostly because his song placement was just not right. Now, Luda was a DJ at one time, so he kind of had the edge on what to play and when to play it. You know, Nelly didn't really come prepared, I don't think, as well as he should have. And his internet was kind of messing up a little bit. Gave me a Teddy Riley kind of feel. Nevertheless, it turned out to be a really good battle. And I was happy with it. But Luda took the W. He took the W. You know, he won. Also, I did want to address, because I did not previously, music lost 3 giants last week, and I want to say last weekend. It all happened in a matter of 2 days. We lost Andre Harrell, we lost Little Richard, and we lost Betty Wright. No pain, no gain. Betty Wright, shit talking Betty Wright. I love that lady. So, you know, there's a big void in black music. You know, Little Richard is the architect. He'll tell anybody who listens that he's the architect of rock and roll, and he wasn't lying. Y'all hear my baby over there? I'm wondering. It says give him that CBD oil once a day. But he'll do that and then he'll calm down. Anyway, so, and then we lost Andre Harrell. Andre Harrell started Uptown Records. Uptown Records housed some of the biggest musical acts of my time. There was Guy, Teddy Riley and Guy. There was Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, Heavy D and the Boys. I want to say Keith Sweat. Was Keith Sweat on Uptown? I don't know. It was a lot of people on Uptown. A lot of people on Uptown. And of course, everybody knows he helped launch the career of Sean Combs, Puffy. So the man was only 59 years old, and it eerily reminded me of when John Singleton died. You know, it was just really unexpected. I didn't know that he had any medical issues or whatever. Either way, it's a really, really, really huge loss for music, black music in particular. It's a really, really huge loss, and I wish that people would have given Little Richard his flowers, because Little Richard wasn't ashamed about letting you know he was the architect. So his flowers should definitely have been given to him before his demise. He's like 82, I believe. So anyway, prayers out to their families. I'm just glad, you know, I don't think any of these deaths were COVID related. So there you have it. That is my episode for tonight. I will see you all on Wednesday. I think I'm going to get back to my schedule. So I'll see you guys either on Wednesday or Friday at the very latest. And I'll talk to you later.